So today we are going to start our new chapter, that is aldehydes, ketones, and we will discuss its properties. And basically these are the carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds are molecules containing a carbonyl group which is composed of a carbon atom linked to oxygen with a double bond. Organic compounds containing the carbonyl functional groups are called aldehydes and ketones. What are aldehydes and what are ketones? Aldehydes are that in which the carbon atom of the carbonyl is directly attached to at least one hydrogen atom. And in ketones, the carbon atom of carbonyl is bonded with two carbon atoms called ketonic group. The homologous series of aldehydes have general formula CnH2nO and the homologous series of ketones have general formula CnH2nO. Structural formula for aldehyde is RC double bond OH and for ketone RC double bond OR. Examples of aldehyde is formaldehyde and acetaldehyde, and the examples of ketone is acetone and methyl ethyl ketone. Preparations of aldehydes and ketones. So primary alcohols are oxidized to aldehydes by warming with acidic potassium dichromate, while secondary alcohols are oxidized to ketones. Alcohols are easily oxidized by acidified KMnO4 or acidified K2Cr2O7 solutions. The reaction of alcohols with acidified K2Cr2O7 is characteristic reaction in which solution changes color from orange to green. Do you know many fragrances and perfumes contain carbonyl compounds which contribute to the aroma? For instance, vanillin is a carbonyl compound that imparts the characteristic flavor of vanilla. Okay. First of all, from primary alcohols. Primary alcohol is first oxidized to an aldehyde, which is further oxidized to give carboxylic acid. This can be avoided by controlling temperature. The boiling point of aldehyde is lower than the alcohol. This helps in distillation of aldehyde as soon as it is formed. Therefore, the reaction temperature is kept a little higher than 50 degrees C. So, the alcohol will react with oxygen and get oxidized into acetaldehyde, which is further oxidized into acetic acid. And for the secondary alcohol, the alcohol is converted into acetone, which is a ketone. Now we will talk about the reactions of aldehydes and ketones. So basically aldehydes and ketones give two different types of reaction: base catalyzed and acid catalyzed. Base catalyzed nucleophilic addition reaction. A base catalyzed nucleophilic addition reaction takes place with a strong reagent. The base reacts with the reagent and generates the nucleophile. The addition is initiated by an attack of nucleophile on the electrophilic carbon. The general mechanism is as follows. First of all, the hydroxyl, which is a base, it will attack on the positive hydrogen. Eventually the nucleophile will leave the group, and that nucleophile will attack on the carbonyl carbon, which is electropositive carbon, and the double bond will shift towards oxygen, and oxygen will get negative charge. So there is now this is a there this complex is formed, and after that water comes, and the hydrogen will get attached with oxygen to form an alcohol plus hydroxyl group. Addition of hydrogen cyanide. So when hydrogen cyanide is added, we have if it reacts with formaldehyde, we have formaldehyde cyanohydrin, and acetaldehyde we will get acetaldehyde cyanohydrin, and if there is acetone, we got acetone cyanohydrin. Mechanism: the base generates cyanide ions which acts as nucleophile. The mechanism of the reaction is as follows. The hydroxide ion reacts with hydrogen cyanide to produce cyanide ions, which in turn react with carbonyl compound. So again this cyanide will attack on the positive carbon and the resulting product will be hydrogen cyanohydrins. Okay, now we have haloform reaction, which is also called as iodoform test. So basically in aldehydes only ethanol and acetaldehyde contain this group, so this reaction is used to differentiate ethanol from other aldehydes. Ketones which contain CH3 group directly attached to carbonyl carbon are called methyl ketones. In ketone only methyl ketone undergoes this reaction. Therefore this reaction is also used to differentiate methyl ketones from other ketones. When iodine solution is added to a small amount of aldehyde or ketone with the addition of sodium hydroxide solution and mixture is formed. Appearance of very pale yellow precipitate of triiodomethane are formed. Like we have ethanol, when we react it with iodine and 4NaOH, we got iodoform plus sodium ethanoate plus 3NaI plus water. So this is basically a test which is an iodoform test. It is distinguished between methyl ketone from other ketone, and it is also used for distinguishing ethanol from methanol and other primary alcohols. Acid catalyzed nucleophilic addition reactions. So general mechanism for acid catalysis we use here, we use the H positive. H positive will get attached with O negative, and after that there comes a nucleophile and we got the product. Reaction with 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazine. So we have 2,4-DNPH and the hydrogen H2 of this 2,4-DPNH will get attached with the aldehyde group or ketonic group, and the resulting product will be 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazone. So this is they are the precipitates of 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazone that comes in as a product, and the color is yellow or orange. Reduction of aldehydes and ketones. So reduction happens with using some reducing agent like sodium boron hydride or lithium aluminium hydride, and methanol will react with hydrogen in the presence of a reducing agent to give methanol, and ketone will give secondary alcohol, and ethanol will be converted into ethanol, and propanol will convert it into 2-propanol. So this is how this reaction happens. Now we have the reaction with hydrogen cyanide. So hydrogen cyanide is a weak acid but very toxic, and the resulting product is CrOH Okay. Now we look at its mechanism. So first of all, the cyanide will attack on the positive carbon and double bond is broken. An acid-base reaction, protonation of alkoxide oxygen creates the cyanohydrin product. Reaction with primary nitrogen nucleophiles. So RNH2 will also get attached with carbonyl carbon to give imine and water. Now we have oxidation reactions. So oxidation reactions are of two types: oxidation of aldehydes and oxidation of ketones. So when the oxidation of aldehyde occurs, we got acids, carboxylic acids, and when the oxidation of ketones occurs in the presence of oxidizing agents, we got acetic acid plus it's a formaldehyde. So when the there is an unsymmetrical ketone like butanone, so we got 2 carboxylic acids. Okay, what are the tests that are used to distinguish aldehydes and ketones? First is Fehling solution test, and there is Tollens test, which is silver mirror test. Fehling solution test, basically Fehling solution, a mild oxidizing agent, and copper ions and sodium ions are present in this solution. When Fehling solution is added to an aldehyde, precipitate of CO2O is formed. This test is not given by ketones. Tollens test is a silver mirror test, and in that the silver precipitates are formed, and this is also used to distinguish between aldehydes and ketones, and the ketones doesn't give this silver mirror test. Now we have another type of carbonyl compound, that are carboxylic acids. So carboxylic acids are that contain COOH functional group in their molecules, and in the aromatic ones the phenyl or aryl groups are present. Preparation first is by the hydrolysis of nitriles. So with the reaction of water with nitrile gives us carboxylic acids. By the oxidation of primary alcohols, so when alcohol reacts with oxygen, we got an aldehyde, and again oxidized we got carboxylic acid. By the hydrolysis of ester, so it is also known as ponification, and it leads to the formation of soap. So we take ethyl acetate, and it will be converted in the presence of H3O positive into acetic acid and ethanol. And if we take ethyl acetate and react it with NaOH, we got sodium acetate plus ethanol. Reactivity of carboxylic acids. The carboxyl group shows the chemistry of both the carbonyl and the hydroxyl groups. In this reaction, carbonyl group is retained. However, the reactivity of these molecules due to the presence of carbonyl groups. Reactions of carboxylic acids. So first is reaction involving hydrogen atom of the carboxyl group, acidic properties of carboxyl. So here the hydrogen atom is involved, and the resulting product is carboxylate ion, and proton is released. So first is reaction with bases. So the sodium will get attached in the acetic acid instead of hydrogen, and the resulting product is sodium acetate plus water. Reaction with carbonates and bicarbonates. So acetic acid will combine with sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate to give sodium acetate plus water plus carbon dioxide. Reaction with metals. So when the carboxylic acids are reacted with metals, we also get sodium acetate plus hydrogen gas. And reactions involving hydroxyl group of carboxylic acids. When carboxylic acids are heated with alcohols in the presence of concentrated H2SO4, esters are formed. Such a reaction which two molecules combine with the elimination of small molecules are called condensation reactions. So in this one, the carboxylic acids are reacted with the ethanol. So the resulting product will be ethyl acetate plus water. So this is how the esters are made. Okay, what is the mechanism of acid catalyzed esterification? First of all, the oxygen will attack on the positive hydrogen, and there is a formation of this product, that is H3CC double bond OH. The alcohol hydroxyl functions as nucleophilic, attack the electrophilic carbon of the carbonyl group. So that hydroxyl group will attack on the positive carbon of the carbonyl, and double bond will shift to oxygen. So in the third step, there is rearrangement, and bond shift is also happening here, and we got the ethyl acetate in the fourth step. So the rearrangement happens here, and we got the final product. And the final step, the H2O is also leaving. So this is about the preparation of esters. Reaction involving carboxyl group. So when carboxyl group is involved, then we have to use some strong reducing agent. So the resulting product is alcohol plus water. Hydrolysis of esters. Recall that esters can be hydrolyzed to acid and alcohol with dilute acid or dilute alkali and heat. We have studied these reactions in the previous chapters as well. So by the hydrolysis of an acid alcohol, we get the esters in the we can hydrolyze the esters. So basic hydrolysis of esters is the sponification, because it leads to the formation of alkali salt of carboxylate, which is a soap. So we have the ethyl acetate, and it will be converted into acetic acid plus ethanol, and now we have NaOH. So this is the same reaction we have studied so far, that we got sodium acetate plus ethanol. So this is all about carbonyl chemistry, and that's all for this chapter. Thanks for listening.